All right, coming into the soup plant at Gleanings for the hungry. This is where we pick up all our raw product. This is potato, powdered potatoes, all different kinds, all mixed in there. And then we have, this is onion, just like this. It's all green onions, dried. And then we have lentils and split peas. This is our split peas. These all feed automatically. It's an empty tank. Lentils. And this one's also empty right now. These are all for different mixes. You can use any of these. But right now we're just taking the split peas and lentils, potatoes and onions. They get sucked up through this overhead vacuum system. Go all the way down that way to the mixer. So like right here, it'll say 4 pounds dehydrated onions. So you suck out 4 pounds till you get a negative 4 pounds on there, and then you re-zero it. The potatoes, you get 70 pounds. And so you zero that and suck it up until you get negative 70 or thereabouts. It can be plus or minus 5. Try not to be, but it is. You got the overhead crane. And this lifts all the raw product. This is yellow split peas. Doesn't have to be yellow, it can be green too, like we have in here now. These are green split peas. And there's some yellow in there too, mixed. But yeah, pick up the bag, bring it over here and dump it until you get it up to here, this level. That is lentil. And this is the mixer. This is where we make up our batches for different soup mixes. We program it all into the feeders here that feed these bins. And once you get the right mix in there, it'll pull that every time, so many pounds of whatever it's in there. And then it comes up and dumps it into this hopper. And just try to roll the empty hoppers up, put them under here. Everything that comes up and gets sucked up out there goes into this hopper and this hopper. And there's a gate right here that dumps your batch dump gates. It'll dump into here, mix for a 2-minute cycle. And then you can dump it into the tub. Once you've done that, if you got one sitting there full, you can go ahead and start batching out another batch and have it waiting in the hopper. You just come over here and start batch and go and suck up your however many pounds of stuff you have down there that you need to suck up, and the rest of it gets metered automatically. But, yeah, here's some full tubs. The machine is, we don't have enough people right now to run it. So this is a tipper. Tips that whole tub up right here. You tip it up and then flip it over into the bin here. And this is the feeder for the machine. It feeds right down through here. This auger picks it up, brings it up to the top, to the hopper up there, fills that hopper, which feeds the machine. These are, it's just a sheet. It gets wrapped into a tube and then heat sealed on both ends and down the middle. So it comes out here, gets metered through there, down through here. The bags wrap around here and seal right here in the center and make that center seal. And then you got others that cross over and do the top and the bottom of the bag. Pretty cool. Then the bags come down here, go on up the conveyor belt. And you can actually have 2 packing stations here, 2 tables. And they get packed into a box. Then putting 10 in, and you slide it down, and it gets palletized over there on the pallet. I think it takes 36 boxes. Comes up so high. And then this automatically wraps it. You tie it onto one corner, hit the start button, and it's got a laser in there that measures the height, and it goes all the way up the top and then back down. Wraps it with plastic. Weighs it. All right, so like pallet weighs 57 pounds, and that's part of the weight, so we leave that on there. But they're usually around 2,100 pounds when they're a full pallet. And then you get the forklift, lift it up, haul it out. You're on video. It's videoing the soup process. And it gets set out here. This is raw product that's been brought in. That is potatoes. But once we get it palletized and wrapped, it goes out here. That whole row there is yesterday's, and these here are today's, what we did today. Now they'll be put into these fumigation tunnels down at the end here, where they're fumigated for any pests, no bugs or anything. And there's stuff in there right now. That's why this barrier is here. It's a poison gas, so stay away. But yeah, it's all dated, weighed, and you mark that on every side. So no matter where you're at in the warehouse, you can tell what the weight is and the date it was made. And this is all oats. We're bagging oats. We got tons of oats right now. I'm sending that to Nicaragua because they make like a milkshake out of it almost with oatmeal. And that's it. Pretty cool. And then we've also got, these are all empty boxes here, product, but we'll take macaroni, like macaroni that gets donated, spinach, penne, regatta, whatever that is, some kind of coarse grain semolina. So they dump all that into the box like this. All that was in there. And then we crush all the cardboard and recycle it. But yeah. Then once a box gets full, it's taken over, weighed, and put in the warehouse here. Like This is all lentils. Let's see. More lentils. This is split peas, green and yellow. A lot of those. We use probably 2 to 1 on this mix we're doing. 2 to 1 peas to potatoes. And this is all instant potato packages that have been dumped into these boxes. Like there's 789 pounds, 882 pounds. We keep track of all this, how many pounds of everything is going in. This is all potatoes. No, that's onion. That's the green onion. But yeah. And then here's a whole bunch of pasta that came in last week in boxes that is all being broken apart and dumped in boxes out there. And this is all oats over here. There's tons of it. And we're bagging all this and sending most of it to Nicaragua. Amazing amount of food goes through here. And once it's fumigated, it gets tagged that it's been through the fumigation process. Then it can be put in the warehouse. We put nothing in here that has not been fumigated. So, and this is like donations of various things that we use in the kitchen. There's soap, detergent, towels, you name it. Bathroom tissue, soap. Have some paper towels. And paper plates, almost out of those. But, yeah, pretty amazing place. Yeah. Let's see what we have here. Hand sanitizer. Oh yeah, we need that. Bottled water, pallets of that. There's quilts. These are all quilts that we made here. Made for Israel. 12 quilts. This Norma's got the quilt room made up, so they'll all get a quilt along with the load, apparently. Very cool. And then this more odds and ends. I redid all this last week. Like snuggle laundry stuff and, you know, hairspray. Really good shampoo. I don't know what those things cost, but it'd be probably 10 or 15 bucks for a bottle that size of the pumper. Yeah, I've got one in the bathroom. Good stuff. Yeah. Soap dispenser. You name it, it's up here, man. Gleanings for the hungry. And you too can come and serve. Come on by. Sign up for a week. It's a good time. It's a good place to be, and they do awesome work here. Every truck that goes out of here gets prayed over and blessed, and we do that virtually every load. So fun. You're tired at the end of the week, but it's a good tired. And like we've got 90 pallets of chocolate. We gave away around Christmas time. And still got some. Still got a bunch. Yeah. That's it. And this lift here will lift 4 pallets at a time. It's got the split forks. So both of these spread out, and we'll pick up a pallet on either side. So you can have like 2 tall and 2 wide. So four bins or 4 pallets at a time. Makes loading the truck much quicker. This is our scale. See how fat I am. Ooh, up to 198. It was 201 the other day. And then we got a box crusher back there. We crush all our cardboard. So, yeah. That's the nickel tour. So, try and post this. 15 minutes, be too long. But yeah, I'll try and get some of it when it's running. Neat place. All right. And she's making up boxes. Excuse me. Got boxes made, and I'll be packing those with oats here. Everybody's packing oats over here, bagging them, heat sealers. And then they all get put on a pallet here, wrapped and taken out, fumigated and put in the warehouse. Neat deal. All right, I guess I better get to work. Everybody's giving me dirty looks. Right. Bye.